Hi, hello everyone. We are back with the FDL Season 7. This is Week 7 versus Parry, parenthetical. Um, yeah, we're just about to get into this right now. Yeah. This week, our match is against a team, and I definitely know what the team's name is. Don't worry, I know off the top of my head. I'm just searching my memory, don't worry, as I open this unrelated document. Um, that doesn't help. Team Carney, right? That's why. It's because there isn't actually a name technically. But yeah. Anyways, not that important. I'll be real. I maybe could have put more time into this week. I could say that. I also might have been able to put more time into sleeping. That would have been good. I may be a little sleep deprived right now, but that's just how it is. Um, Rise and grind. Gotta get that dub. Hopefully we can make it work. Good luck, have fun to Parry. I think I might have said that already, but whatever. Yeah. I like that profile. I don't know how you got like the black background with it. That's kind of weird. You can't tell if it's just like a dark background or if it's actually pure black. That's strange, but okay. This is our team going into it. I'm pretty sure it's the right team, and yeah, it looks pretty standard overall. I mean, kind of. Maybe nothing too crazy, I would say. Maybe nothing too gimmicky, possibly, hopefully. I think my main lead idea was Salazzle Talonflame here, and I think I am going to be going through with that. No Cinderace is awesome. The biggest issue is probably the Mienshao. In terms of letting Orthworm sweep here, the biggest issue is Mienshao followed by Goldango. And I guess Haze on Murkrow as well. That's pretty important, actually. Yeah, otherwise, I think this is a good lineup, more or less. Maybe I could swap Dragapult for Electabuzz, maybe Shiftry even. No low kicks, for example. Not example. For reference, no low kicks, so that's fun. Game 2, we can bring Shiftry if we need to. I think it's going to be fine with this, though. I think let's go with this, and we're just going to go, yeah. I mean, I think the worst-case scenario lead-wise is maybe, like, Bax Ninetales lead. I'm not 100% on that one. That's a crazy setup he's got there. Excalibur, Ninetales, Rolla. Berserker is another problem. Berserker is another issue to deal with. What do we do here exactly? Do we Flare Blitz the Goldango? I don't think we take it out ever, so I think we do this. And maybe Protect, maybe Overheat? I think we Protect. I think this is fine. I think Protects here is fine, because worst case, what do they kill Talonflame? I think that's chill, actually. Real quick, why don't we just check the calcs here? Assume it's like slightly bulky Goldango, assuming because it's Berserker set. It makes me think it's probably bulky. So probably will live, realistically. So I'm going to protect here. They switch. Alright, that's not too bad. I can work with that. We are Cobra Cloak, so that's cool. We're trying to bait in the fire moves into the Baxcalibur slot, I'm assuming. Although, I don't know how well it actually takes that, to be real. Even if it's like a max HP set, I'm not sure how well it really takes that. Only takes like a quarter from Talon, which is not great to see. Also doesn't take that much from Salazzle either. The big problem here is that they can be Terra. Or not Terra, that was stupid. They can click Earthquake, is what I'm thinking. I think we attack into the Berserker. I think they fake out it. I honestly don't remember what they clicked exactly, to be honest, but maybe pretty safely click Overheat here. I know it has Thermal Exchange, but I think it's probably fine. I think, maybe. Flibbits comes out. Doesn't take it out, which is fine enough. Take some chip there, as expected. Overheat comes out, we hit. That's pretty important. Does over half, pretty important to know, it did over half. So that's not that bulky. Actually, that's like generally max HP looking bulk, actually. Now that I'm looking at it again, that is pretty similar to what it looks like. That was my eject pack. Okay, for a second there I thought that some other move went off, but that was the eject pack that went off there, yeah. I don't know what Earthworm actually does here. I don't know if they're just going... Oh, they're Bring Swipe, okay. That's not great, but it's fine, I think. Wish I had Heat Wave, that'd be awesome right now, but that's fine too. Yeah, I mean, I can work with that, I think. Gyro Ball, okay, nice. Probably don't take much from that. Oh my god! What? I guess it's Steely Spirit. Jesus Christ. It must have clicked Gyro Ball first turn then, because I feel like that's like Bandit or something. That's what it looked like at least. Jesus Christ. I might have to go back into Salazzle here, I think. I'm not sure about that one, but... We have Tailwind up. We can click Body Press most likely into the Berserker slot. It's not that fast. It's not that fast of a mon, let's be honest here. And assuming it's Gyro Ball, it's probably Brave, then. Honestly, show me Banded Gyro Ball into Earthworm here. Let me see that. That doesn't even look close. What? I'm so confused why it did so much. It's actually like shocking how much that did. I'm like actually distraught over it a little. I might even click Fake Out here into the back slot. Then Body Press the Berserker here. Okay, they switched. That's not too bad, I think. I mean, we clicked Protect anyway, so it's kind of a safe-ish turn. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're not Scarf or something. I mean, Fake Out it there, yeah, that's fine. What happens here exactly? I'm not sure. Body Press. That's chill, honestly. Take it out. Goldango's in kind of a weird spot here, I'm not gonna lie. Because we should, in theory, be able to take it out with both Salazzle and our guy in the back, Dragapult. Ninetales comes out. That does make sense. That does check out. Do we outspeed this? I don't think we do. No, we do. Right, okay. So let's see the calc there. I don't actually know off the top of my head what the calc is for Ninetales. It does look like it takes it out. I probably want to do that then. I think so. Because the alternative is they get a Veil up and then Goldango can live hits that he shouldn't be able to live otherwise. And I think we just high horsepower the Goldango here. I think that's fine. We might be able to live a Shadow Ball even depending on its set. We might be able to live a Shadow Ball though. I'm not sure. We'll see. Quick Overheat. Maybe it's bulky. Maybe it lives because it's bulky. Nope, not bulky. Nice. Huge offensive. Ninetales goes down. Salazzle's going crazy right now, I'm not going to lie. Salazzle is doing the work. What is Gold doing here? We're faster! Oh, wait, they're probably no speed then. Light Screen! Goldango is crazy! Okay, so that's definitely an offensive Ninetales, but why would they click Light Screen there? What would they be clicking with Ninetales there? That would be good for them. I'm not sure, I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't know. The problem is we're now -2, so we probably don't take the gold out from full, assumedly. We apparently do a lot, though. News to me. So it makes me want to click it anyways, honestly. It makes me want to click Overheat anyways, even though it's not a great idea. Do we Body Press the backs? I think we can. Not safely, but like not really that unsafely, to be honest with you. So I think this is like kind of chill. If we miss the Overheat, that's awesome. We'd love to see that. We'd love to see that. So this is a Shadow Ball into the Earthworm. We probably go down there. No, we don't. It's actually not very offensive now, it looks like. And obviously Earthworm tanks that because he's a monster. Avi. Go for Body Press. It does not take out the backs because it is probably at least a little bulky. That makes some sense at least. I wish I had Protect here, I'm not going to lie. Why did I Body Press that? I should have Heavy Slammed. Actually, no, never mind. That did less overall. Because yeah, yeah, that was definitely the right play. Okay, what do we do here? I don't know. We might be able to live a... You know what I'm talking about. We might be able to live that, so I think it's fine to do for this. The Breaking Swipe might not kill, is what I'm trying to say. If they Shadow Ball the other guy for some reason, Salazzle, it might be okay. I don't know, it's not the best of turns, but it's probably okay-ish. That might have been a throw, now that I'm thinking about it. That might have been a fat throw, actually. I think it was. I think it was. Yeah. Okay. That was a misplay. I might have just lost because of that. Breaking Swipe comes out. Do we lift that? We might. Damn, we don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. What do we do here? I don't know. Can we live a hit from either of these guys? Probably not. Depending on the set, we might live something from that, but not from the... Hold on. Breaking Swipe. They're clicking Breaking Swipe. They might be like Bandit or something? Nah, probably not. Breaking Swipe I don't think kills, so I think we have to go for the Goldango here. I mean, I think we have to go for Goldango either way. I'm pretty sure this takes it out either way, so let's see what happens here. They could just attack me with a normal move and kill me instantly instead of Breaking Swipe, but we'll see. Basically, we'll see. Yeah, Breaking Swipe, I think we live that. It's banded. Okay, it's super banded. Yeah, that's banded. Okay. At the very least, it's an offensive item, but I'm pretty sure that's banded, yeah. Band, Breaking Swipe, assuming Lave Rush and Ice Shard and other ice move of some kind. But yeah, banded kills. Banded kills Dragapult. Non-banded, we live that. Pretty handedly, even, too. So I think that's good to know, at the very least. I played that endgame pretty poorly, I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely my bad there. I think I could have won that, I think, is the thing there. So do I bring Electabuzz and try to clean up with Orthworm even harder? I think we do. I think we do the same lead, but instead of... but Pull is pretty important, I think. I don't know. That's a tough call, honestly. Orthworm does really well into the 2 Ice Mons. And it probably does... Well, it doesn't do great into... That was under Tailwind is probably what the issue was against Berserker before. I was so curious why I was doing so much, but that makes a lot more sense if that's the case. 2v2... Brave. It's not banded because we know what is banded. So maybe like Metal Coach or something. Right, okay. Run that calc by me again against Orthworm. That still doesn't do anything. Am I like crazy? I think I'm doing something wrong here. Calcs-wise, because it just seems like it's doing nothing. For whatever reason. And it felt like it did a lot. I don't know. I think we run Dragapult again. It does good into Goldango. It does good into a lot of stuff here, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't do good into the Ice Mons. I mean, okay, it does okay. Because it can kill backs pretty easily, but unless it's, it might be a problem otherwise. I don't know. Electabuzz doesn't really do much into a lot of mons here. I mean, it clicks Follow Me, of course, but I don't know if that's reliable enough. I'm going to do the same mons. Maybe this is a bad call, but I think they can do it. I think it was a play thing. I think it was a misplay here and there. Otherwise, I think I could have won that. So let's go off of that. And let's see how this goes. I'm still so uncertain how that Berserker did so much damage. I think I'm just stupid and like doing something wrong. Because like I just genuinely did a lot, I felt like. I don't know. Okay, 22, 37, or 27, that kind of checks. I don't know, whatever. Honestly, this isn't too bad. We can't really get away with a double here or anything. Wait, did they just click taunt? No, we're faster. No, they're prankster. That's not how that works. No, wait, that is how that works. I'm stupid. I almost like doubted myself for a second there on that. That would have been very silly to do. Do we fake out the backs? I think we do. Because we get another turn after that if we do that. I think that's chill. Yeah, I'm going to do that. If they switch, that's fine. If they switch, that's okay. Okay, you're fake out. If they're Cobra Cloak, that's insane. I can't believe they wore Cobra Cloak the whole time and did that much to Dragapult, but they indeed are not that. Okay, so assumingly they're going for Salazzle there. That's good to know. We can go for Protect here. We can taunt the Murkrow and then Protect, so they can't click Quash next turn. I think that's kind of chill, actually. Because Talon lives. Talon lives 1, at the very least. So maybe it doesn't live a lot, but it lives at least 1 hit here. There for Protect. Can't get Quashed. They go for Quash again. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, okay. Go for taunt. Maybe they attacked into the Talon slot. That'd be fine-ish. That'd be okay if they breaking swipe. Fair enough. For Glaive Rush. Jesus Christ, they want this thing dead. They do not vibe with my guy here. Hold on. Let me see that calc again. I feel like my manner of speech is off a little bit right now. I don't know why. It's a weird feeling. I don't think Flare Blitz does much into the back slot, and I don't really want to give it a second boost, so maybe we switch here? I don't think we can safely switch, but I kind of want to. I think we Flare Blitz the Murkrow and just be safe about it. Yeah, I think so. And we overheat the backs, obviously. Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, I'm not Sash, you know that, but fair enough. I get to getting the chip there. That's fair. Okay, it did over half. That's good. That's good. Okay, we hit that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness we hit that. Does over half. Okay, okay. Did we give it an attack boost last time, and that's why it did so much to Talon? I think so. I think that's what happened there. Okay. Maybe I was just stupid this whole time. That makes more sense. Now, I know that Orthworm outspeeds Goldango, but I don't think it outspeeds Bax. Goldango is one thing. I don't think it's speedy at all anyways. For the record, my Earthworm is not speedy at all. Okay, that thing's locked into Glaive Rush. Right, that makes more sense now that I think about it. Sucker Punch is kind of a problem. I don't know if I can switch Pult into that safely. I can run the calc there maybe, but I don't... It's not safe, is what I'm trying to say. Assuming it's like a Sash set. I mean, that's not guaranteed, but let's just say it is. Let's even say it's like Adamant. Brave Bird does... at max not kill, but it is a... Or not Brave Bird. Sucker Punch does similar amounts, actually. I think we go Salazzle here. I think it's probably the safest option, I think, overall. I don't know, though. That's kind of a mixed option there. We'll do it. Screw it. So I think we start clicking Iron Defense with Orthworm here. I think that's probably the call. Does Sludge Bomb kill? I don't think Sludge Bomb kills. We can check it, but I don't think it does. Sludge Bomb might kill. Okay, that might be a roll. I'm going to go for it, I think, because I think I have to make a play here. And we kind of need the special attack for whatever they bring in next. If they bring in gold next, I really need the special attack, so I think I kind of have to go for this here. And if it doesn't kill, whoops. Whoopsie. Okay, they switched. That might be really good depending what happens here. Ninetales comes out. Okay, fair enough. I don't think that changes anything in terms of what I actually went for. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly on that one. They switch. Okay, if they go into gold, that's actually kind of chill. I don't hate that. That's kind of chill. I'm kind of okay with that, yeah. Like we've established before, I can one-shot the Ninetales. Okay, Sludge Bomb isn't obviously a good pick there, but I think we go for Overheat into Goldango and just get this over with. Honestly, like, what does Ninetales do other than set Auraville, which obviously is good for them, but I think that's fine. I think +1 defense is enough, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong there, but I feel like that's enough. Still 4 Mons is a problem. Do we have seen all of them? I can't remember. We have seen all of them. Yeah, it was the Murkrow, right? That's what it was. Murkrow I don't think I care about endgame with Orthworm. So it's just the Goldango, really, is the problem here. So if I can deal with that, then it's over, I think. We can double it. I'm kind of chill with that, actually. I'm down to double it, because I think that's more worth it. Let's do that, yeah. Overheat comes out. Does that take it out in one hit? Maybe? It does indeed take it out in one hit. Nice. Huge, even. So if they... I'm so curious what they could click here. That'd be like a problem? It'd have to be like Encore or something. Okay, they Blizzard. That's fine. I mean, it does a lot. Don't get me wrong. It does a lot of damage. Okay, they crit me. That makes way more sense. I was so curious about that. Like, why did that do so much? But yeah, they crit. They crit. That makes... that. Yeah, of course. Makes me think they're specs, maybe, depending on that calc. That kind of did like a crap ton. I know it was a crit, but that still felt like a lot, even with a crit in mind. So I think that might be specs damage. I would even go as far as to say that definitely is specs damage. I'm not sure on that one, though. Can we switch here? Not really with Salazzle now. We can click Overheat into the Murkrow slot and see what happens. I mean, they can click Sucker Punch and kill us here. We can also click Body Press into the Murkrow and maybe kill it. really unsure on that calc. If they're Evilite, then they probably just get away with it, but otherwise I think we take it out. Oh wow, that does a crap ton. Oh my god. Yeah, that definitely takes it out. Okay, maybe we target the Ninetales though. Do we protect? I think we protect Heavy Slam the Ninetales, I think. Do we protect? Did they sucker it, or they double the Orthworm because it's a bigger threat? Maybe they did that. Okay, they quashed because they wanted to get the Blizzard off and take out the Salazzle. That makes sense. That makes sense. Makes me think they're Specs Blizzard here. Yeah. Okay, they're definitely Specs Blizzard. That did so much. That did way more. I felt like that did more than last time. Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. That was crazy. I feel like that did more. Oh my goodness. Okay. Banded Glaive Rush. How are we taking that? Indeed. How are we going to take that hit? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you know if we can kill it with a -2 Salazzle. Are we -2? We are -2. I thought so. Just making sure. Overheat into this thing. How much are we doing? -2. Assuming it's max HP, we might take it out, but probably not. We can also just attack into the Murkrow slot and, yeah, I think that's probably a safer option there, is to attack into the Murkrow slot. Sludge Bomb -2 should take it out. Don't have to risk a miss or anything. We can just body press the backs. So I think this is fine. More or less. I think this is okay. We'll see though, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out here. Glaive Rush, how much we taking? We live in that? We dying? I don't know. Yeah, okay, we took it. Nice. I think that's it then. Because we get a double up on the Murkrow. I think we take that game. Okay. We're still in this. A little close for comfort, but I think it's chill. That Ninetales is a problem. I didn't realize what I was getting into. I don't think that is a huge problem. Now, I will say, Salazzle goes crazy into Ninetales. Is the thing. It pretty much always takes it out unless Gholdengo gets up screens, which is like silly to let it do. We can click T-Bolt here. I don't know if it's good to reveal, but it's better to just do it and win. Perish Song is crazy! Perish Song is crazy! Get out! Get out! No. Why did you reveal that? I don't know. Game three. Okay. Yeah, that's certainly interesting to say the least. That is terrifying. I don't know why you reveal that, I'll be real. That's like a crazy turn of events there. I would not have revealed that if it was me. Personally. Anyways, what do you even have? So that is Choice Band on the backs with Glaive Rush and Breaking Swipe is what we've seen. We've seen those two moves. He probably has an Ice move, realistically. Like that would make sense. Obviously, they can't really touch Orthworm, in theory. Assuming Berserker is some kind of Steely Spirit Gyro Ball thing. Honestly, Talonflame Salazzle is such a good lead. I don't know what they do about it. I mean, best case they do Manchester stuff, maybe? Even then, that's like kind of bad for them, honestly. And Orthworm is just goated, so I feel like I have to bring it. Genuinely, like, these four are so good in this matchup. I don't know why I can't bring them. Dragapult is probably the most mixed one there. I could probably be like, maybe I shouldn't bring this for yada yada or blah blah blah. It's not like Electabuzz really takes specs blizzards from Ninetales. We can see if they're specs blizzard, assuming just 252 max bulk. Or not max bulk, you know what I mean. The opposite of max bulk. Max offense. Blizzard into this doesn't do as much as I thought it would, actually. I'd say they're modest because that would make more sense. I think it actually takes it pretty well. So if we want to, we can do Electabuzz stuff. We do kind of lose to the backs, though, I think. So I think we have to do Pult. I'm gonna do Pult, but I am considering not. But I don't think I have time to think about it more, so we're just gonna lock that in, I think. Okay, alright, okay. Let's see what happens. I don't know. There is a emergency vehicle outside my place right now. Berserker Goldango. I don't hate that. Do we just pretend the Berserker's not there? I don't think that's the worst play in the world if we just pretend it's not there and attack. Because if they don't fake out, which I sadly missed if they clicked fake out. I'm assuming they did click fake out turn 1. I mean, I don't actually know for certain, but I feel like they did. So if I click over here and they don't click fake out, then I just like kill them, right? Like literally. That seems valuable. That seems like pretty valuable. If they did click fake out. I don't know why I fell for that. That was stupid. That was really stupid, actually. My bad. If I threw that like that, that's like, okay, my bad, really. What would they click either way, though? What was their play here? They light screen. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. We can double the Goldango here. I don't hate that. We can totally double the Goldango here. What's their switch in on that, actually? Genuinely, what's their switch in for that? What doesn't take like at least 80% from that? I don't think anything does. So I'm clicking this. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. We Flare Blitz. It does at least a chunk. Oh my god, it did a lot more than I thought it would. Jesus Christ. We click overheat. Okay, it hits. Nice. Take it out. We switch out. We don't have to worry about that thing. We can go into Orthworm here. Pretty safely. I'm trying to think if they click CC. Hold on. Let's see close combat calc against what's it called? This thing. Close combat does a little bit over half, maybe. Maybe. So I think I'm fine switching in Orthworm here. It would obviously do a lot. I wouldn't want that to happen, but I'm down. I'm down to do this. Let's do it. We'll run that. Gyro Ball comes out. We probably die on Talon. Oh my god, yeah. We have Tailwind up. That makes more sense, yeah. Okay, with that in mind, that does check. Gyro Ball does so much damage. Jesus Christ. That's crazy. So Lazzle's not awful here. The problem is if they do something other than Ninetales or Backs, we might have to deal with that. Ninetales, Dragapult and Ninetales isn't that good of a matchup. Now it does do a lot, probably. Ninetales or Dragapult Flamethrower, but it's not a guaranteed kill, which is not good enough for me. I think I'm gonna go into Salazzle with that in mind. If they go into what's it called? The Backs, they got me there. Okay, Ninetales comes out. Okay. That's interesting. That's fine, ish. Yep. Expected. We're gonna click overheat here pretty safely. Even we could even heavy slam and double it and take it down instantly. But I think for safety, we're gonna click Iron Defense here. Worst case, they CC a +2 Orthworm because we know we outspeed. Worst case, they CC a +2, and we take the hit. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what happens here. They switch. That makes sense. If they want to take out the Salazzle, I get that. I understand that decision. We overheat. Does less than half. I feel like it did over half last time. I can't remember. Are we -2? No, we're not. That did way less than usual. I feel like that. Oh, we're light screen. Right. Light screen. That's what the difference maker is here. I see. Way more sense. Alright, it comes out. It doesn't do anything because they clicked Iron instead of Gyro Ball for some reason. Were they predicting a switch or something? I could see that maybe. Although I think Gyro Ball would have always done better there. Maybe I'm crazy. What do we do here? Do we switch? I think we switch, but we can't really do it safely. So maybe we just sludge the Backs and hopefully live somehow. I don't know. We can also overheat the Berserker. I think that's probably a safer play here, yeah. I think we can always Heavy Slam here. I mean, Goldango's dead. Worst case, they go into Ninetales and it takes over half. I think this is fine. Fine-ish. Ish. Berserker takes over half. That's pretty good, honestly. We outspeed the Backs. I just noticed that. We outspeed Backs and Tailwind. What? Orthworm, the speed god. What the hell was that? That's crazy. Okay, we're in kind of an awkward spot where I can't really switch Salazzle out, but it is -4, I think. That's not great. Let's be real, that's not great. Ninetales comes out. That might... hold on. Do we over... I think we just overheat the Berserker again. I don't know what else to do, really, so let's do that. Heavy Slam should always take this out. I don't think it can't not. Worst case, what, they encore us into Body Press and we keep pressing it? I mean, that probably at least to it goes. Ninetales, offensive Ninetales at least. That does a lot. That does a lot, actually. Just over half, basically, guaranteed. Overheat comes out, we miss. It's bound to happen eventually. Dark Pulse, there we go. There's the other coverage move that is, like, gotta let him win still. Okay, never mind. He could have flinched me out. He could have flinched me out, honestly. That could have happened. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. Earthworm went insane this game, I'll be honest with you. I think we let Earthworm get the kill here. Dragapult may want it though, I'm not sure. Hold on, let me check the let me check the numbers here. Hold on. That's a little toxic, but I had to check. Okay, I can't see the kills anymore. Well, that's fine. Going to Pulse, obviously. Okay, so I think it's a guaranteed kill. Either Mon, I think. We can click Flamethrower here, why not? I wouldn't mind giving this kill to Earthworm, but for the sake of safety, I'm just going to click Flamethrower, and we're just going to move on with our lives. Alright. GG's to Parry. That was a fun match. Earthworm kind of went ridiculous there. Like, insane there. I was really worried they were going to bring the Cinder or something, the Cinderace, and I was going to have to deal with that. Or maybe even the Clawitzer would have done pretty well into the Earthworm. At least because it's a special attacker. Goldango obviously was the big threat there that we had to take out every time. And I had a lot of stuff to hit the Goldango with, and they certainly brought it. They certainly did. That was kind of a mixed... That team's weird. No offense. That team came out really strange because it was like bulky Mons, but then also fast Mons. And I'm just not really sure where the cohesion is there exactly. I don't hate that team though. It's not bad at all. It's just, yeah. All right. We're going to wrap this up here. Thank you again for watching, everybody. If you're here still, that's really nice of you. This is week 7 once again. This is maybe the last week for us. I think it's very likely, even though this is a win for us technically, because I'm pretty sure Carney had to forfeit, which is a little sad, but you know, we take those. I think technically this is the week win for us, but I don't think that actually matters. Okay, maybe in theory with the math, if everything works out great for us, we might possibly sort of make top 4. That is like there's a lot of assumptions I'm making there, I'll be real. But it's possible. I know week 6 hasn't even technically finished yet, so I couldn't really do the math out beforehand, but it's possible, is all I'm gonna say. It's not likely though. It's not looking great. Not looking great, boys. But GG's to Parry. That was a lot of fun, that match. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Have a nice day, everybody, and goodbye.